Good afternoon and welcome to today's news brief. State Governor Carlos Mendoza Davis announced through his social networks that starting June 1st, all three levels of government will reinstate their activities in bureaucratic offices and the administration of justice, based in specific needs and capacities of each office and observing staggered working hours, promoting home office, and protecting the health of senior citizens and groups with conditions of vulnerability. The governor added that all approved preventive protocols will have to be observed, and he mentioned that the protocols will be published shortly. Finally, he announced that social distancing measures will remain in effect until June 15. Dr. Victor George Flores, Secretary of Health for the state of Baja California Sur, announced today that the protocols to reopen and return to the new normal were just approved, and he confirmed that the construction and mining industries will be able to return to their activities on June 1st. Their supply chains and the related services for these two sectors will also be able to restart activities as long as they comply with the protocols that are established to promote a new culture of health and safety. These protocols are based on federal guidelines and have been adapted to Baja California Sur with the consensus of the Health Safety Committee. The details of the protocols will be published shortly, said George Flores. The Secretary of Health for the state of Baja California Sur added that other activities will start later on, following the plan to open in a gradual and safe manner. Dr. George Flores appealed to the civic conscience of the people of Baja California Sur to continue to act with caution and to stay at home as much as possible until all activities reopen in order to avoid an increase in the number of COVID-19 cases. Mauricio Salicrup, president of the board for the Los Cabos Hotel Association, said in an interview with Cabo Noticias earlier this morning that once the conditions are optimal and the risk of COVID contagion is reduced, hotels will have to be ready to welcome tourists, and he added that we are approaching that date. Salicrup mentioned that hotels will take 10 to 15 days to have all service areas ready to open, and added that while hotels have ongoing maintenance, once it is time to reopen, they will have to spruce everything up, and estimated that it will take 10 to 15 days to have everything ready. The head of the Hotel Association said that the reopening project considers that the timeshare segment will be the first to reopen, and he pointed out that 30% of the hotel inventory in Los Cabos is timeshare. However, each property is planning to open only 10% of its inventory, which Salicrup mentioned represents less than 10% of the hotel inventory in Los Cabos. Dr. Ana Luisa Guluarte, coordinator for the prevention of COVID-19 in Baja California Sur, reported today that to date there are 534 positive cases in Baja California Sur. Of those, 246 are active. Of the active cases, 226 are recovering at home, with several of them scheduled to be cleared as recovered shortly, and 20 patients in hospital care, with 14 in La Paz and 6 in cabosanlucas. Out of the 130 patients that have been hospitalized, 34 have needed intubation. Dr. Gularte added that Baja California Sur is in the 27th position in the country in number of cases. The 32 deaths give a 5.99% mortality rate for COVID-19 in Baja California Sur. The number of hospitalized patients will be an important factor when the state reopens. Fortunately, in the state, the hospitals have not been saturated with cases in critical conditions requiring hospitalization.